Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for one of the good ones, an urban world, a classic on GeoGuessr. Hundreds of thousands have played this, over 1,000 locations. We all know and love it. Let's hit play. I'm going to try and ratchet down the time just a little bit here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds this time around, so a minute less than I usually give myself. Let's just see how we do. I find decreasing the time limit occasionally, sort of does. The idea is to help keep me on my toes. Right, we've got here Michelin, Hanouk, driving on the right, Peugeot. Okay, so clearly in a car kind of district area. What do we have in the way of street names? Not a lot, but something here. Avenue Francia, okay. Major city we're in. Major city, in fact. So I wonder where this might be. It has a slight sort of South American feel to it. And in fact, broadly speaking, the sun's ahead of us. So I think that might be right. Going to go at the moment with Buenos Aires if I don't get anything else. Let's just progress to a couple of junctions and see what interesting stuff we see. Are there any major signs around? What do we have here? It looks like there could be an official-ish looking logo there. So let's just see what that says. Something of Chile. Okay, very good. So we're in Chile. And are we on the coast right here? It would seem that we possibly are. So on the coast, major city, railway station. I think we're going to have to go for maybe Concepcion. Let's see what there is there and see if there's a railway station on the coast, I guess. That would be the most immediate one. It looks like we do have some indications there of railway stations. We might in fact be here because we are facing sort of northish, really. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced about that one for some reason. What other major cities do we have there on the coast? There aren't many. Antofagasta, maybe. Changing my guess. That looks more right. It just feels more right. What with the railway there sort of coming up along the coast. So, look at that. We're around Santiago, specifically in Viña del Mar. So we didn't get it right in either guess. I was down here in Conception to begin with, and Antofagasta afterwards, and actually we were bang in the middle. But at least we got the country right, so very good. Okay, this looks very American. We're facing south to begin with, but let's go up here because I can see my way out up here. And what do we have? We've got Linden Avenue and Wriothesley Street. Linden and Wriothesley. Definitely sort of suburban U.S.A. here. Absolutely. I think we're just going to try and progress to the main road, get out of the housing area. And we see something at the end here, don't we? So. Oh, wow, what was that? Oh, we passed that. South Armistead, I think it was called. And what do we have here? We've got a church. Does it say where that church is? It's got a sign. First Presbyterian Church. That's just got the hours of worship on it. But we're clearly in a main area here, I think. So, as always in these sort of American towns, we're looking for, state flags. We're looking for fire stations, schools, anything of that kind of nature which might just indicate as to where we are. Also real estate signs. There's always a realtor trying to sell you a property, like this one, for example. And, if we can just get that, it might just say where we are. But unfortunately, it's obscured by the car or doesn't really give us enough detail. So let's keep going. At the moment, we're just going to go for bang in the middle of America because, it's not clear where this could be anywhere, really. See if any of the street names give it away. Kochten, that's an unusual word. And Victoria Boulevard, okay. There's another sign here. Does this help? We've got a stadium. So not sure, but going to use it. Let's get down here as fast as possible. There's the stadium. Is there any more information on it? No. Useless. You're not helping me here. So that's about all we've got time for, folks. The Darling Memorial Stadium. No, absolutely no use, I'm afraid. We're just going to have to go. I feel like we could be sort of down here somewhere. So I'm going to go with North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's get in there. Oh, and we weren't a million miles off. We were actually on a... Oh, no, not an island, but close to one. We were in the town of Hampton. We're actually... I mean, it looks like quite a major town, actually. It didn't really feel like it, but that's just because we were sort of here. Did not realize how close we were to the ocean, I guess. You know, that really was. And it's a shame because we could have found the Virginia Air and Space Science Center if we'd have gone a bit further or in the right direction, which maybe would have helped. But I don't recognize the name Hampton, so that would have still taken some searching. On the whole, not a bad guess, though, I think. Play next round. I think with 2.5 minutes, it's just not going to be enough time to discover these cities. But look at this. Look at that landscape there. These mountains in the distance with the snow-capped peaks. Where does that put us here? Absolutely no clues there. Mountains all around us, actually. And look, this is Russia. Mountains all around us. Mountains to the north and mountains to the south. So it could be, you know, one of the kind of Kazakhstans, I guess. What does this say? That looks like it could be some kind of government, you know, sign, which might give away the city, but or the country. And there are some signs down here as well. So, as always, we're looking for the signs. But look, I mean, I don't recognize any of this kind of stuff. It's all in pretty strong Cyrillic. So, let's just try and figure out where we could be. You know, what I'm thinking is, are we in like Kyrgyzstan, for example? Because there's a lot of mountains here. We could be surrounded, but I just don't think so. I think it's more Russia. Now, we know that there's by Sochi down here, some mountains. But these are kind of big mountains. I mean, big mountains. So I'm feeling like we might be more up here. And I'm not really sure or familiar with where the big mountains are in Russia. But, you know, we could be out here, for example. What is this one behind us? We've only got 30 seconds and, you know, we'll be lucky to get anywhere close on this one. See, that gentleman there looks sort of more Asian in his complexion, right? So I'm thinking we could be out there and maybe even in Ulaanbaatar. I mean, is that surrounded by... I'm going to go with Irkutsk, but... you know, this gentleman's complexion really is what's forcing me to go a bit further east. And we were in Kyrgyzstan. Oh, my goodness, that's frustrating. Not in Bishkek, which is where I would have guessed, but in this place called Karakol, which has got mountains to the north up there and to the south. So we do see that surroundings. Well, look, I find that so hard with the Cyrillic. It could put you in Kazakhstan, as we see there, Kyrgyzstan, Russia. I'm sure there's differences in the language and writing and so on, but I just don't recognize it. So that's unfortunate. Okay, on to 4 or 5. Keeping things going here. And we've got some sort of kanji-looking script here. The cars are all on the right, so sitting on the left. What does that mean? That means it's not Japan, right? Is that correct? Yeah, the Japanese drive on the left and sit on the right. So this isn't Japan. Okay, good. Right, we've got there, what is that, CPC? What does this say then here? This has got flower rich cafe tea drink. Okay. Xintian Road. So does this put us in Taiwan maybe? I think Taiwan has got this grid city pattern. We're looking south there. What can we see in the distance? Just more buildings really. And what can we see to the north? Slightly fewer buildings. So maybe we're in Taiwan. And what we got there? Linden First and Second Road. Okay, so let's get in there and try and see where's Taiwan. It's up there. Let's try and see what we could find. And I'm going to put us up here to begin with. Let's check out Taipei because it's as good a guess as any, I think. This is the old city I'm looking at here. I'm going to put a safety pin down and we're just going to look briefly for Linden. And Linden, Xintian, Linden, and Linden Road runs north-south. So do we see a Linden or a Xintian Road? Linden North, yes. Yes. Linden North Road. Linden North. Linden South. So I think that puts us there. Is this the Xintian Road? Who knows? But we're as close as we're ever going to get there. So we're in Taipei. 100%. Oh my goodness, we're not. That is so frustrating. Kaohsiung, and I mean, I was so confident. We're in Taipei 100%. Look at that. And then, you know, wrong again, sir. You are not. We were in the right country, though. We got there in the end. And I think that is really unlucky as opposed to being, I don't know, whatever. Just unlucky, isn't it? We even found the roads with the right name and the north-south divide. And they were also running north-south, so that helps. What do we have here? Is this the Chilean flag, maybe? The Chilean colors? Who knows? Disque denuncia Sambaiba. Don't recognize that name, Sambaiba. Is that the name of the city? Possibly, maybe. Not sure. It has a sort of Argentine feel to it again, but I kind of always guess Argentina first, to be honest, when I'm thinking of South America. It could be in Central America. Which way is the sun there? The sun is sort of pretty firmly in the north, I would say. So that puts us firmly in the south. What was that clue again? Sambaiba. Okay, right. Let's progress just a little bit. See if there's any clues here in these buildings. What do we have here on the police car? And does that say Sao Paulo? Maybe. Military police, it definitely says. But Sao Paulo. Possibly. Let's get in there. I think it does say that, you know. So that's the first guess right there. What do we actually have on the signs? Let's find a street sign. Rue Augusta. Okay, well, we should be able to find that. And I think actually we've been in Sao Paulo before and seen city or other place names around, haven't we? Augusta. Yes. Found it. Found it. What's the other one we're on? So we're actually on Route Augusta. And we are looking for Oscar Ferreri. So we've only got a few seconds. It's unlikely that we're going to find it, and we've travelled up the road a bit. So I'm just going to leave my guess there. There's route Oscar Freire. We found it there. We started somewhere down here. I'm not sure how far we've come, but we've found it. 4 yards away. Yes! Look at that. That is a vast improvement on the Taiwan disaster. So feel absolutely thrilled to have got that to within 4 yards of the right location in just 2.5 minutes. Really, really lucky there. I was taking a total guess. I knew we'd travelled northeast up the road a bit, but I didn't know how far, and just happened to put the pin in the right place. So would you look at that? Let's view the summary. On the whole, a pretty successful round, I think. The Russia one was, or my guess in Russia was wrong, obviously. Not everything was quite nailed, apart from the last one at the end there. So we actually got better and better over time, I'll say, which is always good. 16,642 points in total. So thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. There, I'll link to the playlist of these videos at the end here, so do go and check out the other ones. For all the new viewers, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. There is a long back catalogue of videos now, so do please flick through and enjoy them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.